All right. After some technical difficulties, we're live. Cal Memorial Stadium. Eric Sunkson here. This is Daniel Cohen speaking. Got the live stream here for the UC Berkeley Golden Bears taking on Virginia Tech from Blacksburg, Virginia. Eric, feels good to get over those technical difficulties, huh?
Sure does. Cal comes up early with a goal by Miles Rosberg. We're about 12 and a half minutes left in the first. Game's just getting going. Here comes Tech down with the ball on the break.
Right, fast break. Tries to sneak it to the back corner there, and Nick Beatty picks it off.
Big hit by the Cal defense.
No flag, and Cal's going the other way here.
Oh, that was Finn Meager, Cal's D guy. Oh, here comes the Bears with the big hit by Finn down on the defensive end for the Bears.
Virginia Tech goalie scoops it up, takes it the other way. Some fast-paced action to start us off here, Eric.
Absolutely. Ooh, a broken clear. A little madness on the far side. Tech gets the ball. I think it's important for Tech here to possess. This Cal offense is averaging over 15 goals a game. Tech has a great defense, but anytime they can keep the ball out of Cal's stick is going to be good for Tech.
Eric, that's right. Cal with one of the most prolific offenses in the country this year in the MCLA. Every minute Virginia Tech has the ball, they can get shots on net and run up the score. So it's going to be a key. Possession is going to be key to this game.
Some nice wing dodges by Virginia Tech. Banging the ball quickly. And they're in a little 1-4-1 set. Two guys on the crease for Virginia on the dodge. Ooh. That's a goal.
Who do we got there?
Looks like number 48.
Hunter. We're going to mess up his name.
Hunter
Capistani.
Capistani. We're going to go with it.
Sorry, Mom and Dad, if we got that one wrong. Nice goal for Virginia Tech to even it up.
All right, one of the keys to this game for both teams is the face-off action here. Kit Stoddard for the Bears has got a tough matchup against the two Virginia Tech face-off guys. This will be a battle to watch all night long.
That's right. This is the face-off X is a strength for this Virginia Tech team. Kit Stoddard for the Bears, also a strong face-off guy. Possession always key to any lacrosse game, and it's Matt Dixon picking up the loose ball for the Bears. He's coming into the game with over 40 ground balls. He's a machine, scooping them up, a vacuum, if you will.
A Hoover.
That's right. That's right.
All right, now the Cal offense here getting set. They're getting their guys on. You mentioned earlier they're scoring a lot of goals this year. What's their strength? What's going on?
Yeah, they got a prolific attack line here. Jake Postotnik, Jake Lombardo, Brendan Cook. Great far side pass. That's in the back of the net. Jake Postotnik doing what he does best, finding corners. And with that goal, it's Cal 2, Virginia Tech 1. It looks like on the stream. We got it correct now. So that's Cal goes up 1 with that Postotnik goal. And Eric Postotnik, that's goal number 28 for the season. Leads the Bears in goals, led him in goals last year. He's tough to stop.
He's a great player. He's finds space on the crease. A great skip pass there by the Bears, drawing the slide, moving it, finding Postotnik, puts it away. 2-1 Bears.
That's right, and they rudely interrupted our overview of their attack line with that goal, but it just goes to show the firepower out there. Cook, Lombardo, Postotnik, and then on the first line middies, the first goal for the Bears is from Miles Rosberg, midfielder for the Bears. Pairs up with Matt Dixon and Michael Bellis to round out that first line. And they're
Here's some pressure D by Virginia Tech. That's number 19, the senior Graham Kolf, long stick midi, applying the pressure.
That's right.
So it looks like Virginia Tech, they might be trying to disrupt Cal's offense a bit, get them out of their rhythm. They're pushing out quite a bit. Comes the dodge from up top, the little head fake, getting some space. Oh, just wide.
Jake Lombardo for the Bears picks it up. Takes a nice run to his right. Gets the defense to switch. He's got a shorty, Eric. He's going to like that matchup. It's an attackman on a short stick.
Oh, yeah, he's comfortable right there. Oh, good defense.
Solid defense by the Virginia Tech short stick, number 40 there.
Bears working the two-man game.
Oh, ball down. Nice defense from the Hokies there. And they're playing out there, Eric.
They really are.
Number 13, Matt Fitchner, playing aggressive defense. Ooh.
So, Cohen, now we have 6 seconds on the shot clock here, so Bears are going to have to do something quick to get a shot on cage. Looks like Virginia Tech might be dropping into a zone off this end line.
Lombardo rips.
I think that hit the goalie
stick. Get a piece of that.
Yep.
That's going to be a big question.
They did. Shot clock's reset. 80
seconds. Wow, nice work, Lombardo. Eric, why don't we, for the fans at home, give a quick overview of the new shot clock rules? I know you're the rule book maestro, at least on this stream here.
Yeah, we have so 80-second shot clock is new this year. It means you get 20 seconds. Oh, they're actually resetting it to 2 seconds. I guess it did not hit the cage there. But so you'll see the shot clock reset to 80. Virginia Tech has 20 seconds to get across the halfway point, and then, the rest of the clock to get a shot on goal. Here comes Virginia Tech clearing the ball. The long pole running through some checks. He's looking to score, Cohen. Maybe not. The lefty long pole with the rip. Okay, sorry about that. We were having some technical difficulties, but we are live from Memorial Stadium with Cal taking on Virginia Tech. We have 7 minutes left in the first quarter. Cal's up 2-1. Currently having possession. Pistotnik.
Nice bouncing shot. But strip by the Cal midfielder. Hokies pick it back up. Ooh, nice low-to-low shot by the Virginia Tech attackman. He finds the back of the net in an unsettled situation. Ties the game up here, 2-2.
It's a great 5-hole shot. Came out pretty quick. I think caught Nick Beattie off guard. Snuck it between his legs. It's a good goal for number 19. It's Graham Kolf, the senior.
Back at the face-off X. It's been a battle this morning here, and Cal gets or I should say this evening here. Cal picks that one up.
What time zone are you in, Cohen?
I'm in Hawaii, Eric, or at least my mind is. It's Jake Pistotnik with the hard shot, 15 yards out. Doesn't hit the cage, but Cal's there to back up the ball.
Cal's working this two-man game behind, trying to find some space. Oh, good crease.
That's a tough pass and a better catch there. Easily could have been a turnover. Oh, turns around, quick finish. That's a goal. Number 20, Brendan Cook.
Man,
He went 5-hole there.
that was pretty.
Wow.
Looks like Virginia Tech set down their guard for a second. Cook beat his man, snuck something right under the goalie's legs.
That's right, and you can't let your guard down with Brendan Cook. That's his 41st point of the year. Amazing season so far for the sophomore.
Yeah, incredible year for Cook.
Yeah, and he, that was, exploded from the X there and sort of shot when really no one was expecting it. Used to all the goalie and found the back of the net.
That's what's so dangerous about this Cal offense is you got guys like Cook who will beat their man. You got a slide, and then you draw a slide. You got Pistonik on the backside. Pick your poison. The Bears have some dangerous weapons.
That's right. You got Hokie hobbling off the field. Stoppage in play as Virginia Tech gets their offense set up.
Here comes the Hokies with a couple guys inside crease again, trying to confuse that Cal defense with some little pick action inside. Like the wing dodges, Cohen. Here they come again.
Strong defense by number 15, Rusty McDonough there.
Oh, and the flags are flying.
Flags are out.
3 for 3 on the flags.
Sounds like a penalty is coming.
Looks like we might have a slash or a hold on the Bears.
Looks like Ryan McAvoy and going to the sin bin. Ryan's a freshman this year. Came in to replace Zach Shore, star defenseman Zach Shore, who got injured a few weeks back. And, he's really been playing well for the Bears on that back line.
Absolutely, yeah. McAvoy, he's a guy that the coaches, talk very highly of. Came in as a freshman, and he's really stepped in and done a great job on the Cal defense, on the back line.
Yeah, lacrosse, it's a physical game. It's a game of injuries, and they happen every year. And
Cohen, we got 2-man down for the Bears.
Wow.
That's tough for Cal. Some picks outside.
Got to play a tight box, and just like that, the Hokies find the back of the net. Eric, hard to guard against in a 6-on-4 situation there.
Yeah, I mean they did their best. It was low angle, but also a little close. Looks like the attacking beat Nick Beatty on that one.
That's just a good finish in close by the Virginia Tech attackman. Couldn't quite catch the number.
It's 3-3 now.
And sort of a trademark Cal lacrosse game this season in that, high scoring affair out of the gates. A lot of action. Could just come down to whichever defense is able to buckle down and get those important stops.
That's right. It's about making those adjustments too. Yes, we've seen Cal score lots and lots of goals, but Virginia Tech is right there with them, matching goal for goal. Lots of goals early.
That's right. We got 5 minutes left in the first quarter. 3-3 game on the scoreboard, and even play so far, Eric.
It's been up and down. A lot of action here so far. It's a big night, Friday night. Big dodge from up top there for Tech.
Got the midi dodge from Virginia Tech and good defense by Rusty McDonough. Errant pass. We got Josh Chen, long pull for the Bears, picking up the ball for their clearing. Eric, Virginia Tech does this drop zone ride that we're seeing right now.
Yeah, they like to trap you in the corners. Good job by the short stick getting through there. But yeah, I'm sure it's a look that Cal's practiced against this week. It's a unique ride for Virginia Tech, so it's something Cal needs to prepare against. But good job on that clear there.
That's right. And you got the first line middies for the Bears coming out: Matt Dixon, Miles Rossberg, Michael Bellis. Trio of sophomores. They're dangerous.
Absolutely. They're a strong crew out there. Looks like they're another ball squirts out there. There's Lombardo, great check by Tech.
Nice ride. Great hustle by Brendan Cook there. That's that athleticism that lets him put the ball in the back of the net, but also you got to love to see that hustle.
Oh, yeah, Tech defender doing the old pizza man up the sideline. Cook was hungry.
Man.
Big rip.
Matt Dixon goes to his left, shoots it, odd angle shot. Not able to hit that far post, but Cal hangs on to the ball. Redodge with Michael Bellis. This is.
Man, they're not taking a second, Co. They're going.
Ooh, far pipe. Michael Bellis has a lefty ripper. Pings the outside of that offside pipe.
Good save by the goalkeeper there.
Yeah, that's right. They're going again. Matt Dixon dodging to his left. Ooh, goes low. The keeper gets, I think he got a foot on it. That was a great save by the goalkeeper.
4 bruises on his body.
Oh, man. Standing tall out there.
Here comes the Bears again. Just relentless.
These Virginia Tech long poles love to go over the head. You got to keep your stick tight against your body. Ooh, nice check by the short stick defensive midfielder.
Cohen works. It's a physical game so far. I think that's going to continue. This Tech team didn't come across this country to play soft out here.
That's right. And this has been a great possession, Eric. Good offense, good defense. Ooh, another nice save by the Virginia Tech goalkeeper.
Yeah, he's playing really, really great. He's made 3 or 4 big saves just on this one possession.
Yeah, that's right. It's like Matt Herman, Jr.
But that shot clock keeps resetting with those shots on goal, so this is a long possession for Cal.
More of attrition out there.
Absolutely. Here's Cook.
Stutter step, comes back to his left. Top to number 2, Bellis. Watch for his left. Ooh, he wants another save.
Garbage goal.
Oh,
another
my
save.
gosh.
Oh. That's outside of the goal.
It's outside of the goal. It was not a goal. Wow.
Incredible. Oh, my goodness.
What a possession. The Cal band thinks it's a goal. We're going to have to give them the signal. Wow. That was a errant pass by Virginia Tech, and Cal coming the other way. That's number 12,
done.
Matt Dixon. Same line, same defense. We'll see if we have another possession as good as the last one.
That was wild.
Yeah, that is good lacrosse.
Got to be careful if you're Cal getting this Virginia Tech goalie hot. I mean, goalies it's a mental game. If you make 5 saves in a row, you feel unstoppable.
That's right. And I think the key there is just making sure they're taking high-quality looks. We got deep pull on deep pull action, not where you want to be if you're Cal. Heads-up play by Nate DeGroat getting rid of the ball.
He's the converted offensive midi, now playing long stick midi for the Bears.
Ooh. Number 14 for the Bears. Michael Bellis.
This is just a relentless onslaught.
It is, both ways.
But yet defended well.
And Virginia Tech has a nice strip there going the other way. And another errant clear. You know, if you're the Virginia Tech coach, you're pulling your hair out on these missed rods. You know, your defense is standing tall.
Yeah.
But you got to clear the ball, and they haven't been able to do it.
Yeah, their goalie's been bailing them out, but that's not going to last forever. That's 3 or 4 missed clears already for Tech.
That's right. Looks like another penalty for the Bears here. And I can't say I saw what happened, but Eric, in a close game like this, you got to stay out of the box.
Out of the sin bin.
Out of the sin bin.
Yeah. Yeah, they were two man down early. Got scored on, another man down again with 40 seconds here in the first quarter. I'm going to guess Tech's going to try to score it here, and they're not going to want to hold it. Here they come from the wings, little pick action. Good ball movement by Virginia Tech. Ooh. Some time and space. They're trying to find it.
Great defense. The ball's down. Can you get rid of it?
Oh, this is dangerous.
3 Cal defensemen. Oh, nice pick. That's number 25.
That's the freshman, Cole.
Yeah, Ryan McAvoy That was a goal-saving play he just made.
Man,
they are both teams playing hard lacrosse right now.
Man, Ryan McAvoy, great knockdown. We saw him in a previous game do something similar, saving goals, knocking down passes. Some guys just have a nose for that ball. He might be one of them. Great play.
And Eric, it's the quarter. We finally get a chance to catch our breath here after some technical difficulties starting the broadcast and up and down quarter. What are your takeaways 15 minutes in?
This has been high intensity game. It feels like Friday Night Lights. The band's playing. Good sized crowd out here for Cal. It was a beautiful day in Berkeley. You can feel the energy out here, and both teams are playing hot. Cal's ranked number one. They're 8-0. They've got a target on their back. Virginia Tech's on their third game of their road trip out here. They're a top team. They're number 11, coming off a 1-goal loss to Cal Poly. You can bet they want to finish this trip 2-1, not 1-2. Lots of energy out there, Kyle.
That's right. We didn't get to sort of set the stage here, but this is a big game in the MCLA. You got number 1 undefeated Cal Bears. And you articulated it well. Have a target on their back, and then Virginia Tech's the 11th ranked team. Every year they're strong. They had a disappointing 1-goal overtime loss to Cal Poly just a few days back, and this is a big game for them.
Yeah.
And that they're coming in wanting to unseat the top dog.
Absolutely, and Cal's going to see that for every team they play from now on. Teams are going to want to beat them. They're going to want to knock them off. They're number 1. It's pretty cool to see a little East Coast West Coast matchup though in the MCLA here.
That's right, and with mentioning that East Coast, we got to give a shout out to the East Coast fans tuning in. That includes Cal and all those Virginia Tech Hokie fans on the East Coast right now. It's getting late over there.
Absolutely.
And we appreciate you guys tuning in from all sides. Special shout out to my parents tuning in from DC.
I'd like to echo the same for my parents, Dirk and Kathy.
I believe we got Cal coaching great Brian Ledyard also tuning in from Baltimore, Maryland. Shout out to Coach Led.
We love you, Coach.
All right. Break is over. We got. So it was a man down situation, Eric, to end the half, which means, and Cal had possession, which means they will retain possession. Sorry, I should say ending the quarter. So they will retain possession to start the second quarter. Easy pass over the defense to the Cal clearing midi. Like Rusty McDonough there.
Yeah, so Cal's trying to kill a penalty here. They're going to take their sweet time until they get evened up. Virginia Tech will throw a double team on, try to make something happen here.
Number 12, Matt Dixon. When in a man down situation, you want to give it to somebody quick, go both ways. Matt Dixon's that guy. He's hard to hold on to. He's doing a good job here.
Just going to keep running.
Legging it.
Yeah, great job.
Matt, a sophomore out of San Francisco, went to St. Ignatius High School, the lacrosse powerhouse in the city. Staying close to home to go to college.
Not a bad place to be around.
Yeah, especially a night like tonight. It's a beautiful day in Berkeley, California. Great night for lacrosse.
Absolutely. Here comes Cook, working the double team.
Ooh, that is a long shot.
It's a shot clock.
Couldn't quite. They were killing the penalty, and sort of the shot clock ran low on them, so ended up with a sort of 20-yard worm burner, 17-yard worm burner.
Yeah, I think the guys. I mean, it's mid-season, but I think they're still getting used to the shot clock. It's a new rule. Some of those situations, like a penalty kill, you don't really think about the shot clock, but they're going to have to. Ooh, risky skip pass. That was unnecessary.
And if you're, again, if you're this Virginia Tech goalkeeper, if you're the defense, they're playing really strong defense on that side of the field, and you just can't have those turnovers on the clear and the offensive side of the zone.
Yeah, Cohen, if you're Virginia Tech, you're happy it's 3-3. You've turned the ball over. All right, here's Callan with another turnover.
That's right. But a good ground ball. That is a great ground ball by.
Is that Dixon again? No, that's
like
Lombardo.
You know,
those are big. Those ground balls are going to be big all game.
A game like this, every possession matters, and it's often those 50-50 ground balls that make the difference. You got Matt Keeney getting a run on midfield, sort of the attackman midfielder hybrid.
Rocking the high socks. Love that look.
Bring it back. It's a Jake Postotnik to his left.
He's dangerous.
Oh, yes, he
dangerous.
is. Eric Sunkson with the call as Jake Postotnik gets his second goal of the game. Cocks it, goes top cheese.
Nice lefty rip.
Put the Bears up 4-3.
See the replay here.
He's a shooter.
Here he is. Look at this.
The fans back home, you see.
Beats his guy. Comes over left side.
Just a little too much space. That's a good shot.
He is fired up.
Yeah. It's Friday night. Friday night MCLA action. What's not to be fired up about? And
in beautiful Memorial Stadium.
That's right. So looking at the shots right now, Eric, it's Cal has 12 shots. Virginia Tech has 4.
Wonder how many saves the Virginia Tech goalie has. It's got to be.
Yeah, he's been holding
quite
firm.
a few.
Yeah, that's right.
Here's
Virginia Tech. Virginia Tech wins the face-off, settling into their offense. We've seen a lot on the other end of the field the last handful of minutes. Virginia Tech trying to even up the score here. You know, they're two big players on offense. Big attackmen.
Oh,
that was a
cannon right there.
Yeah. Got number 4, Noah Dewey. Number 9, Sullivan Warner. They're at the top of the scouting report. Big, strong attackmen. Tough to stop. Cal with the easy dump off and clear to Miles Rossberg.
Cal's doing a good job against this Virginia Tech ride here. And that drop ride, they're finding the corners, staying spread, getting good space. They're handling it well. Subbing out Nate DeGroat, long stick midi, getting on their scorers.
That's right. Michael Bellis there with the ball. His line mate Miles Rossberg, Matt Dixon.
Another big ground ball. Every ground ball counts.
It does.
Cal's winning it down there.
Right, hard dodge. Brandon Cook from behind Virginia Tech goalkeeper with another strong save. It's Matthew Herman. He's keeping this game tight, Eric.
Absolutely. It's a good ground ball. Don't have his name
Virginia Tech
on
going
there.
the other way. It's number 17. Oh, takes it to the doorstep, finds the back of the net. And that's number 17, Joel Hessels, midfielder, senior midfielder for the Hokies. He got hit a few times but didn't give the ball up. Strong play towards the net and finds the back.
Yeah, well done.
That goal, it's a 4-4 tie ball game. And Eric, you know, as the All-American long pole that you are, you just can't, you can't let somebody walk in 5 yards out just like that on the goalkeeper.
Yep, got a slide body. Those checks, they might hurt a little bit the next day, but you can bet if you score a goal, he's not feeling anything except positivity when you're scoring.
That's right.
Tough ride from the.
That's right. Cal's riding hard today. It was a good pass by Virginia Tech clearing midfielder to go across the field where no one was. Heads up play.
Feels like Tech needs to take a deep breath on the clear. They're just having a hard time holding on to it. Getting it from that 1-4-1 wing dodge. Trying to find some space.
For Josh Chen, good feet there, keeping the Hokie. Ooh, nice inside roll by number 9. Better slide. Coming.
Great combo there by Ryan.
That's
Turning him.
Finn Mayer with the great slide. He was where he needed to be when he needed to be. Because that was a great inside roll by the Virginia Tech attackman. I think that's a goal if Finn's not there.
Good effort.
Tough clear by Cal, and it's going the other way. Both sides, in this game have had some clears they'd want back. It's another one for the Bears that it's going to have Coach Ned Webster. He's going to be thinking about tomorrow.
Yeah. But hey, good job by McAvoy again. That inside roll, getting the coma slide coming across the crease.
Lefty dodge. Virginia Tech midfielder, but nothing really doing.
Trying to isolate against the shorty.
That's right, Virginia Tech taking a run against Rusty McDonough. He's been holding firm. Quick slide by the Bears. They go to the back post. That's a goal. Virginia Tech attackman, number 48, sophomore attackman Hunter Capistani. That's the second of the day. Great crossfield pass by Virginia Tech, finding Hunter, and he placed it where it needed to go.
Buried that. Let's check out this replay.
Did. Let's see what we got here.
A little time and room. Just too much time. Put it in the top corner.
Wow. Sniped it.
They're going to have to keep an eye out on Capistani. It's his second
right.
goal.
It's a good celly there, too.
Virginia Tech takes the lead at 5-4.
Right, first lead of the game for the Hokies.
Lots of goals. They keep coming.
That's right, and clean win for Virginia Tech going forward. They got a fast break, but nice trailing check by number 17 for the Bears.
Looks like they called a flag on Postotnik maybe. Can't tell the call. Looks like 1 minute penalty for the Bears. Oh no, that's on Finn.
Finn Mayer,
number 31. Will be in the box for 1 minute.
Couldn't hear the call up in the box.
This man down has really plagued the Bears. They've given up 2 early man down.
That's right. Can't win games from the box. This is their third man up attempt for the Hokies. Bears have not gotten their EMO offense on the big shot, back of the net. That's a goal.
That is a rip.
Number 4, Noah Dewey. He's their big attackman.
He's their guy, their leading scorer.
Yeah, he is their leading scorer. That's why they put him at the point for EMO. And despite out shooting Virginia Tech, the Bears are down, and one of the reasons is that they're giving up all these. They're getting all these penalties. They're going to the box, and they're giving up high percentage of looks to the Hokies.
Yeah, Coach Webster wants a timeout for Cal. I've been really impressed with this Virginia Tech team. They're moving the ball really well. It helps we man up, but they're finding space, drawing guys, getting this Cal defense a little confused and putting it away. I
agree, and that's their offense has really turned it up the last few minutes since the start of the second quarter. And their defense, they got a good defense. They play body. They support each other. They slide well, and they've given. And obviously, it helps to have a goalie that's on fire right now. And they're giving that prolific Cal attack all they're worth.
Yeah, that Virginia Tech defense is only giving up 6 goals per game, which is pretty darn good. So that could be interesting against this high-powered Cal offense if the Tech defense can hold.
That's right. 6 goals a game in the game of lacrosse is not many. That's the sign of a good, stout defense. And seeing these Hokies for the first time in person, you can see why. Now that being said, Cal, this is an offense like we mentioned earlier in the broadcast that's putting up 15 goals a game. I'm not certainly not counting them out, having watched a few of their games where they can score goals in bunches, like the Golden State Warriors offense.
That's right. That's absolutely right. And this Cal team, they've been dominant all year, but there's one game against Chapman where they were down 4 goals early and fought back to win that in a 14-15 victory. Just absolute thriller. So they have faced a little bit of adversity, but being down early here, we'll see how they react.
That's right. And if you want to be the #1 team in the country, you gotta be able to come back from some adversity. It's not gonna be the last time they face it this year, and we'll see how they show up. And
absolutely
getting started at the face-off X here. Obviously one of the key facets of this game, as we've been mentioning all evening. Cal looks like they win it forward. Who's going to get the ground ball?
Push.
Looks like a push from behind.
It's Kit Stoddard, the sophomore face-off man for the Bears.
It's like 17 Jack Gillespie, who has got the was pushed from behind on that one. He's been seen a lot of him. He's all over the place. Ooh, hard Jeff, goal. Wow.
Oh, wow.
Couldn't even catch my breath. Michael Bellis going under with his left hand. Bounces it. No slide. Hard dodge by Bellis, and shows you just like that. Cal pulls within 1, and just the strength of this midfield, this first midfield contingent. You can't take your eyes really off anyone.
Yeah, Cohen, this is the second time at least I've seen this, that the Virginia Tech defense just seems a little, quiet or not really ready, and then Cal comes fast and scores, and they're just not getting a slide. I think Brandon Cook had a previous goal that way. They need to be a little more alert on the quick Cal dodges. That's
right. And I think they've been strong generally this evening, making sure that one side is there, but on that dodge by Bellis, he had an open lane to the cage and made Virginia Tech pay for it. Nice dodge by the sophomore. Virginia Tech gets the ball, winning the face-off.
Face-offs have been relatively split. We don't have our stat man in the building tonight, but they feel about split. So
we need to hire a stat man.
Any volunteers we will accept. Remote stat man or woman also works. Nice quick dodge. Lots of high numbers on this Virginia Tech offense.
Yeah.
Number 50 and 48 out there, 28, 24.
Ooh. Wing dodge, bouncing shot, goes wide of the cage. Virginia Tech holds on to the ball. Josh Chen for Cal Bears squaring up against Hunter Capistani. He's got 2 this evening. Fumbled pass, but Virginia Tech's going to hold on to it.
Virginia Tech still running this 1-4-1. Lots of guys inside. Lots of movement, lots of picks.
Rusty McDonough. They haven't had much luck against Rusty this afternoon. He's playing good defense for Cal.
You see him switch hands there, getting his head of his stick up top side. It's a smart play. Help comes underneath.
Yeah, it's good team defense there. Cal gets the ball, forcing a errant pass. I don't know where that was going. Again, Eric, in a close, 1-goal game, every errant clear stings, and that's another one for Cal. Virginia Tech's going to hold onto the ball.
Yeah, there's been a lot of turnovers in the clearing game for both teams, which I think is uncharacteristic of a top team. We'll see if they can calm that down as this game progresses.
Virginia Tech settling in, getting Noah Dewey on from the top. Usually at least Our notes have him as an attackman, running him out of the midfield a little bit more, it looks like. Oh, nice look back post, but unable to connect. Looks like Cal tipped it, actually. So that was a good tip because Virginia Tech had a wide open cutting midfielder on the back pipe. No, ooh, nice slide again from Cal. They're coming early right now, Eric.
Yeah, it's good fundamental defense from the long pulls of Cal. Staying top side, drawing the slide, or forcing the slide in down low.
Rusty McDonough again. Stand-up defense. Errant pass. This is Rusty going for the ground ball. He's a little gassed. Shot clock violation. Cal going the other way. Quick clear. Getting it out of the zone before Virginia Tech can set up.
The old 50-yard bounce pass.
That's right.
That'll work.
It sure does. Jake Lombardo settling it down. Feels like Cal hasn't had the ball in quite some time, Eric.
Yeah. Virginia Tech, nice long possession, which is what they want. They definitely want that because Cal's coming and they're coming fast.
Michael Bellis, last goal scorer. Ball gets it down to X to, looks like Brendan Cook. Man, this is a battle, those two. Brendan Cook to his left, finds room, scores! Top cheese for the fans at home.
Wow.
He just explosive, Eric.
Cook is fast and he's strong and he plays low. He's one of those guys that, you draw him as a defender, you just know you're gonna be in a battle all night. And he just ran through about 3 Tech guys and got 7 yards in front of the cage.
That's right. You got the replay here. That's a strong Virginia Tech deep hole. He went through a couple guys, pins the corner for the goal. That's his second of the night. There's a reason.
He's a dangerous player.
There's a reason the whole MTLA is on watch for Brendan Cook.
Yeah, he's averaging 5 points per game.
I believe it. After that goal. And again, that is a good Virginia Tech defense that he just went through.
It's Nate DeGroat with the ground ball. Long stick midi for Cal.
So Cal, after tying it up with that goal, and Brendan Cook, 6'6", gets the ball with their eye on taking the lead.
Again, just posting up there.
Cam Lopez and Shaquille O'Neal, the Virginia Tech defender. We got the second line midfield out. Cam Lopez, Matt Keeney. Nice inside roll. Ooh, kind of a force in there, Eric.
Yeah, trying to find Lombardo. Had some sticks on him inside.
Another strong ride by Cal. Put the ball on the ground. Heads up play by the Hokies. They got numbers
4 on
now.
3 here.
Lines up and rip. Good save by Nick Beatty, the Prez.
The Prez, we're thanking for his service.
Nick is a captain and second-time captain and sort of the anchor of this defense for the last 2 seasons.
He's being tested today. Virginia Tech's got some shooters, and they're ripping it high. Just made a good save there.
That's right.
Tech's moving well on offense.
Trying to go on the inside roll, but Eric, the Cal Bears are sliding more aggressively.
Yeah, they're playing good team defense.
Yeah. Ooh, nice pickoff by Nick Beatty. He had a guy wide open in the front of the net, so if Nick doesn't stop that pass, it's probably ending up in the back of the net. Nice play by the goalkeeper out of Florida, Winter Park, Florida.
Yeah, credit to the Cal defensive coach, Will Young. It's first year on the program, taking over for Paul Jepson, who's now the Stanford head coach. He's doing a great job coaching this Bears defense.
Yeah, some good tweaks in the second quarter. Will coming joining Cal, used to play at Notre Dame. Notre Dame known for being one of the best defenses year after year after year in NCAA Division I lacrosse. Will Young was a part of that program, and Cal is lucky to have them on the sideline this year.
Yep. He's done a good job filling in. Paul Jepson, Cal defense coach, now moving to Stanford. A bit of a questionable rivalry move, but we do wish the best for Coach Jepson. He's done a great job leading the Stanford team, top 15 team. They did just take a big loss against Virginia Tech. It was about a 21-5 blowout, but besides that, they've had a really nice season.
Yeah, surprised a lot of people going undefeated out of the gate. I think 5-0. Paul has a lot of fans here in Berkeley, doing a great job down the road in Palo Alto. All right, Eric, we got 55 seconds left in the half. Tie ball game. Cal has the ball. How do you see this playing out?
I'm going to imagine Coach Webster has something drawn up for a situation like this. This need a goal, coming up with one. The lead going into halftime helps. It changes the feeling, getting a little more confidence. We'll see if they have drawn up. We'll see if Virginia Tech throws a zone to try to break it up. We saw that earlier off an inline. Looks like they're staying in man-to-man.
That's right. Sometimes the zone's a nice.
Maybe look for Cook here. He's been creating. See if they get it around once more, and he decides to go.
Yeah, wouldn't be surprised if they try to kill some clock out of the gate to make sure Virginia Tech doesn't get that last possession.
Looks like Cook wants it.
I love this matchup. Cook is nice pass. Snipes the corner. Jake Pistotnik. You can't contain him when he has time and room from that distance.
Cohen, that is tough. You got Cook behind, drawing all the attention after scoring too early, and then you forget about Pistotnik on the backside.
That's that 1-2 punch that's they've been connecting all year, and you see it here on the replay. Nice dodge to his right by Cook. Finds Pistotnik, time and room, 12 yards out.
You can see,
13 yards
he's drawing the whole Tech defense. Everyone's cheating down to help because you got to help. He's a great attackman.
And his last goal, he goes hard to his left and finds the back of the net. This goal, Cook is taking it to his right. He's a two-way player, and he looks up, he finds the open man. That man is oftentimes Pistotnik. And so Cal up 1, 15 seconds left. Virginia Tech wins the face-off. They're going to take a timeout.
Coach Tim O'Brien there. Really wanting that timeout. He wants to respond.
That's right. No one wants to go into the half having let up a goal in the last 30 seconds. And so Tim wants to get the last laugh here.
This is Coach O'Brien's 4th year with the program. Nice 43 wins, 17 losses for Coach O'Brien.
Yeah, it's a good record. And, Eric, Virginia Tech's just one of those teams that's been, they've been regularly good. 11. His first year 11-6, second year 15-5, last year 13-5, and this year they're 4-2 out of the gates. Always.
They're always in the conversation.
Always
that's for sure.
That's right. Always in the conversation.
It's funny. You never. You don't get these West Coast East Coast matchups. They're happening more and more, but a lot of times you'd be insulated, so you'd get all these people speculating on who's good on the West Coast, how do they compare against the East Coast. But it's good to get some direct matchups like this, and it's great for Virginia Tech to come out here, play 3 games against good West Coast programs.
That's right. It's good for the league. It's good for the league. It's fun.
Absolutely.
And for those Virginia Tech fans that are still up, we appreciate you tuning in. Sending the boys out to Berkeley.
Here we go. Let's see what Tech has drawn up in their need a goal type situation. Cal's throwing a little bit of pressure to start.
That's right. Everyone has a play. Every coach has a play for this kind of situation.
Trying to set a little pick action.
Probably not the shot that they were hoping for, but low time.
It's not over yet.
Go the other way. Ooh, wow. Probably a little too close for comfort there for Cal ending the half after actually making the stop. But with that, we're wrapped with the first half of action. Eric, great half of lacrosse.
It's a great game. It's been a really great game. It's been exciting. It's been hot, up and down. We had a lead change or two in there. Really good game of lacrosse. Should be a really exciting second half.
Yeah, that's right. And we apologize to the fans back at home for the technical difficulties starting off. It's actually amazing the technology we have these days. How little manpower and equipment it takes to have the sort of caliber of stream that we have. So I find myself thankful just for the ability to have these games streamed
with instant replay.
With instant replay, blows my mind. I feel like it's an ESPN set, and so you have some technical difficulties here and there, but we're good to go, and we got prime for the second half starting in 9 minutes. So we'll take a break here. Join you in 10 minutes with the start of the second half college lacrosse action.
Cal Bears host the USC lacrosse team for the first time in Memorial Stadium, Berkeley. Cal comes in with a 5-0 record and is ranked second nationally in the MCLA. The Trojans are 6-2 this season and looking to upset the Bears. 5 minutes into the first quarter, Kristen Schaefer goes near post and the Trojans tie the score at 1-1. Neither team is able to find the back of the net for the rest of the first quarter, and it ends 1-1. A minute into the second quarter, the Bears are on the run, and Rusty McDonald hits Pistotnik streaking to the net. The goalie makes a stop, but Pistotnik shuffleboards the ball into the net. Cal leads 2-1. Kit Stoddard wins the ensuing face-off for Cal, one of his 18 wins for the game. Matt Keeney follows with a shot on goal stopped by Trojan goalie Cranley. Pistotnik breaks up the USC clear with a textbook Rusty Gate swing. The Bears are on a roll, and Keeney scores to give Cal a 3-1 lead. Cal is on the run again, and Brendan Cook rips one into the net, and they lead 4-1. Jake Pistotnik scores from close range to complete a 3-goal run for Cal. and they lead 5-1 with 7:45 remaining in the second quarter. The action is heating up, and Pistotnik breaks up the USC clear. And then Garrett Kuntz dives across the face of the goal. It's ruled a goal under the revised diving rule this season. With under 20 seconds to go in the first half, the Bears are working a fast break, and like feeding the big man in basketball, they hit the trailer, and long pole Nate DeGroat gets a goal. Cal leads 6-2 at the end of 2 quarters. USC opens the scoring in the third quarter as Arthur Gerard goes near post and the Trojans trail 6-3. The Bears strike back as Cook feeds Pistotnik, who scores his 4th goal of the game. Then it's Cook's turn. They say speed kills, and Cook flashes by his defender to score, and Cal leads 8-3 with 12:15 remaining in the third quarter. Jonathan Wells goes low in the corner as the teams are trading goals. Brendan Cook breaks up a Trojan clear and then absolutely rips the net, and Cal leads 9-4. USC is on the attack, and Garrett Kuntz gets his second goal to cut Cal's lead to 4. But Brendan Cook is just getting warmed up, and he scores his 4th goal, and Cal leads 10-5 at the end of the third quarter. Christian Schaefer opens the 4th quarter with his second goal, and USC trails by 4 at 10-6. The ball is on the ground in front of the goal, and Cook scoops it up for his 5th goal of the game. Then Pistotnik hits Lombardo, and he finishes. Nick Beattie makes one of his 12th saves for the game, and the Bears are off and running again. Lombardo gets his second goal, and with 9:49 left in the game, Cal holds an overwhelming 13-6 lead over USC. The Cal Bears go on to win 13-9 for their 6th straight win of the season. The Stanford Cardinal lacrosse team hosts the Virginia Tech Hokies in a major test of East Coast versus West Coast lacrosse. They are playing on a turf field on what was known as the Farm in the early days of Stanford University. Stanford senior goalie Alex Haig makes an early stop on a Virginia Tech shot, one of his 19 saves for the game. 4 minutes into the game, Virginia Tech scores on a shot that dribbles into the net to take a 1-0 lead. Stanford is on the attack, and the shot goes wide of the goal. The Hokies win the race to the end line and win the possession. Their long pole not only clears the ball across the midfield line, he runs untouched the length of the field to score, and Tech is up 2-0 early in the first quarter. Midway through the first quarter, Adam Rankin scores an easy goal, and Virginia Tech jumps out to an early 3-0 lead. Stanford is man up, and Brian Haley rips one to the far post for Stanford's first goal.
right, Eric. We're back online here, getting ready for some second half action after an action-packed first half, which left Cal up 7-6. Eric, what are you looking for in the second half as we get ready to go here?
Yeah, Cohen, we'll see what type of adjustments these teams make. I think clears will be slowed down a bit. I think both sides will take their time clearing the ball. Turnovers I think will be limited. I think we're just going to see a higher level of play throughout the second half, but still lots of goals. I don't think that's going to slow down at all. A false start.
Kit Stoddard pumped after the infraction against the Virginia Tech faceoff guy.
Doesn't matter how you get the ball, so a win's a win.
That is true. And Cal starts off with the ball in this second half, getting first line midfield, Matt Dixon, Miles Rosberg, Michael Bellis out there. Little hidden ball trick action.
Love that one. Ooh, nice dodge.
Matt Dixon comes back to his right, dumps it off. Cole! Oh, man. Boom. Now you see me, now you don't. I have no idea how that ball got in there. That was a rocket.
Incredible. Number 14, Michael Bellis.
Michael Bellis has a shot. He's known for his lefty ripper.
Brendan got that up on the replay.
Yeah, I want to see that again. So Dixon dumps it off. Oh. And Michael Bellis winds up and fires. That's a 7-yard shot. Hard to stop when you're pinning corners like that.
It's that dodge. You draw the double. You saw the stutter step, and then the re-dodge got some space.
Virginia Tech wins the face-off forward. Nice shovel pass to the wing man by the face-off guy. So Cal on a 4-0 run, down 6-4, and has ticked off 4 straight to go up 2 themselves. See how Virginia Tech responds this time.
Yeah, it's a game of runs. Again, why faceoffs are so important, because you can either keep that run going or stop on here. Ooh.
Virginia Tech finds Tackman open up top. A nice way to buckle down low by the Cal defensive midfielder.
Yeah, good recovery there. Oh, some pressure.
Nice aggressive play by Josh Chen, forcing the turnover. Senior long pole, former president of the program, Josh Chen. Yeah.
That was a great play back there at X.
It was. Cal wants to leg it, but it's Matt Dixon. He gets into some trouble, picks up the ground ball, and gets rid of the ball.
Cal has some numbers, a cutter.
They do, and they have, weren't quite able to connect. That was a great transition, but hard ride, and they're able to pick up the ball. It's hard to keep up with this.
It is. It's been
tempo
fast.
Yeah.
Lombardo grabs it and wants to calm it down for a second.
That's right, and that's how you like to see the game played.
Yeah, it's been a great game of lacrosse. Very fast, not many stops. We'll see if Cal, they might be going right away. I think they're trying to lull this defense to sleep a bit.
Well, as Rosberg dumps it off to Matt Dixon. Matt had an assist on the last goal. Quick roll dodge and shot on his left. Not the highest percentage look, but Cal holds on to it. Quickly restarting, Cook. Another drive to the cage, trying to catch the defense off balance, and he almost does.
Cal's not
slowing down.
Going for
That's
it.
right.
Not even getting it around.
We know Coach Webster told them in the halftime huddle.
Said, score the ball.
Yeah, push the tempo. Ooh, nice rip by Miles Rosberg. Hits the pipe.
The Tech goalie all over that
Stodnik wants his right. Give him room. He's make you pay. Matt Dixon coming back to his right. Winds up. Shot. Nice save by the Virginia Tech goalkeeper.
Wow, he is
another low stop. He's keeping him in this game.
He's doing a great job.
Matthew Herman
making some really, really big, tough saves.
Cal holds on to the ball. This reminds me of that possession.
Yeah.
In the first quarter, just a battle. Matt Dixon dodges to his left, almost stumbles, but keeps his footing. Pulls up with his right.
Just a little outside.
A little outside. That's not going to reset the shot clock.
Still got 64 on the shot clock. That really has not been a factor in Cal's offense here.
That's right.
Here's Cook.
Wants the inside roll, but Virginia Tech is waiting for the slide. They're not going to.
They're just.
Ooh, tucks it in. And one. Brendan Cook going top shelf again. Takes the hit after the goal. Virginia Tech's going to be taking a ride to the penalty box in addition to being down 3 now. Brendan Cook, that's his second goal when he's just put his head down, driven to the middle of the field and found the back of the net.
He does a great job just getting in a dangerous position and getting a couple steps, and then he's at 5 yards. Wide open.
That's right. He sort of puts his shoulder down, drives, and then gets that quick release in close.
Yeah, he's in that position where the defense is kind of stuck in no man's land. It's like, do we slide? He's not quite beat, but then the next thing you know, it's too late.
That's Cook's 3rd goal of the afternoon, paired with at least 1 assist. Trying to keep track of the stats up here. So he's having himself quite a day as Cal takes a 9-6 lead.
This is where Virginia Tech really needs a ground ball, but it's staying with Cal. Looks like a push.
Eric, they need that ground ball because they're a man down, and so now Cal has the opportunity to set up their extra man offense, their EMO.
Yep, they're getting their guys in. They're calling some play. See Virginia Tech just packing it in, trying to give up an outside shot.
This is Cal's first extra man opportunity on the evening, and an important one. They're up 3.
And a big stop for Virginia Tech, or a big stand, if you will.
That's right. Looking for something to change this momentum. You got Pistotnik up top for the Bears, always a dangerous shooter, and he's winding up now. That is a hard shot. It's a little too high, but you could tell from up here that was moving fast.
Oh, Cal inside.
Oh, not able to connect, or able to connect, not able to find the back of the net. It's a really nice cut by Matt Dixon. This is a tough EMO offense to stop.
Pressure by Virginia Tech.
Mile penalty released for the Hokies. Nice kill.
Big sweep.
Rocker comes back, finds the top corner. Jake Pistotnik. I don't know where he had space there.
Man, he can find the back of that net.
He went top. That was stick side high, but he shoots so hard that the goalie just couldn't see it. We'll check out the replay. Goes to his left. He's going to take a rocker step here. Fakes to his right, comes back to his left, and shoots. The Virginia Tech goalie sort of bringing his stick down just enough where Pistotnik could find the daylight. That's his 4th goal of the evening.
Yeah, that Tech goalie's been just eating up everything low. Maybe Cal's going to change up their shooting strategy a bit, start shooting high like Pistotnik did there.
So, Eric, Cal's now on a 6-goal run.
Yeah, Virginia Tech needs the ball. They need the ball, and that's
still riding hard.
Cal is not making it easy at all.
No, they're not. These are a feisty attack crew. Virginia Tech's goalie scoops it up, but unable to connect with the clearing midfielder. Good pickup by Rusty McDonough. Quickly gets rid of the ball. Cal's holding on to it.
Cal's got it right back. Those are the ones Virginia Tech needs. If they want to get back in this game, they really need to connect there. And clear the ball. They've struggled all day. It's going to start adding up. Here comes Cal again. They are
Cam Lopez on the second line.
They're not waiting for anything, Cohen.
That's right. Ooh, high stick side. Herman, the Virginia Tech goalie, says, "Not fooling me this time. Stay strong."
Yep, he's all over that high shot.
Yeah, that's right. And Virginia Tech looking for something to break up this Cal run, generate some momentum.
Something to stop the bleeding. They need some life. Cal bench getting real fired up.
That's right. They like what they're seeing.
Again, here comes the wing dodge from Virginia Tech.
Rusty McDonough. Good save by Nick Beatty on the high-to-high shot. Good defense by Rusty McDonough. Cal's going the other way. They have numbers. Watch out for a shot here. Pistotnik. Oh my gosh. Jake Pistotnik.
Wow.
Can he miss?
Wow.
Just a laser.
I thought he was getting a little greedy with that shot, but my God, he just put it away.
It's a heat check. He's still hot. Woo.
Let's take a look at that.
Yeah. I mean, that was top right corner. Gets pinning corners.
Yeah, I don't know if he's missed today, Cone.
Sure doesn't feel like it. No, we're not getting the replay on this one.
Looks like timeout for Virginia Tech. Cal is fired up. The band is fired up. Crowd is fired up.
I'm fired up.
I'm fired up too.
So Cal, it seems like, just a second ago that it was Virginia Tech 6, Cal 4. Now it's Cal 11, Virginia Tech 6. We said at the time, this is an offense that's prolific. They score in bunches. They can score quickly, and they kind of prove just that.
Yeah, I mean, we one goal game all of 7 minutes ago at halftime. That's quite the spree. It's the type of thing as a Virginia Tech defense, you're just like, what can we do to stop these guys? A lot of weapons out there for Cal.
That's right. That's right. And, it's actually unusual that so much of the scoring has been contained, has been Pistotnik and Cook. Obviously, they're going to get theirs, and they're going to put points on the scoreboard. Between Pistotnik and Cook, you have 8 of the 11 goals this evening. And they've just been the key so far to Cal's success this evening.
We've seen some games from Cal where, you have 15 goals scored and 10, 11 different scorers.
That's right.
But Pistotnik and Cook are stepping up tonight as the guys.
Yeah, when you're Pistotnik shooting 80%, you're not leaving many goals for the others. It's just amazing. You got to expect next possession they're going to continue looking to find him an open shooting lane.
Yep. Back to the X, the all-important face-off X.
Virginia Tech's going to make a comeback here. It's going to have to start at the face-off X. It's going to have to start with going on a run and winning draws. And not on this one. Nice pickup by Jack Gillespie.
That Cal team's just working.
Yeah,
on
they
balls.
want that. You can see the hustle. That's Matt Dixon. The bench loves the dipsy do there. Ooh,
Pistotnik wants another.
Heat check. Let's go.
Oh my God! And one.
I think that's Jake Pistotnik going to the box there, Eric.
On the celly.
On the celly.
Oh my gosh!
Gotta keep it.
Let's take a look.
Gotta keep it in control, but he's fakes the shot, comes back.
Oh my God! Yeah, he threw a stick in the air. He's going to the box for that.
Yeah, that's a penalty. Don't want to see the unsportsmanlike behavior, but I was excited enough up in the booth seeing him pick another corner. That's
number 6.
That's number 6 for Jake.
The double hat trick. Wow.
Yeah, you don't like to see that.
Yeah, you got to. I mean, yeah, you don't want to do that. And now Virginia Tech's coming out with the ball. They've had success, man up. You go from Cal's got all the momentum in the world right now, but this is something that can give Tech some life.
That's right. If there's one way to cut off the momentum, it's with an extra man opportunity here, and they've been good so far this evening, putting it in the back of the net, and they're up a guy.
Just keep that Cal defense moving. Do a good job of that. into a little wheel on the far side.
Nice spin to the backside by Virginia Tech. Underhand shot that isn't able to find the net. The Cal band's calling air ball. Not sure they got the right sport, but another quick pass to number 4. Noah Dewey couldn't quite hit the net. Virginia Tech's going to hold on to the ball.
Looks like penalties released.
Penalty release. Cal kills the penalty. Virginia Tech going to hold on to the ball. So they got to continue to bear down on even strength.
Right back with the wing dodge for Virginia Tech.
Virginia Tech likes going after those short stick midfielders, and the Cal.
That's a shot clock violation.
Shot clock violation. Virginia Tech's going to get a penalty now. And that was on, after a shot clock, you got to let go of the ball where it is.
Oh, it's a delay of game.
The Virginia. That's right. Eric, one thing about Pistotnik, who's just on a total heater right now this game, is when he came into Cal, he was a face-off midfielder. He was playing the midfield. Coach Webster made the decision his sophomore year, so last year, to move him up to attack, and it's been a brilliant move. He had an amazing year last year. This year, he led the team in goals last year, leading them again this year.
Coach Webster has made some fantastic moves like that. Max McCone, moving from midfield, up and down guy to a scoring attackman, moving around some long pulls. He's made some big moves that are, might be surprising at the time, but they seem to work.
Lombardo to Pistotnik again. Unable to get room. Lombardo finds Dixon, winds up. The Virginia Tech defenseman eats it. Nice play. Goal. Their goalie picks it up.
Good clear to get that out. Nice hustle by the Cal. Who is that? That's Michael Bellis running up and down. Oh,
Virginia Tech goes the other way, puts it in the back of the net. Can't even catch our breath here. They needed that, Eric. That's Hunter Capistani. That's a hat trick for Hunter.
Yeah.
He's a good sharpshooter in close.
He's been effective.
He really has. He's been finding corners in close, and that's an important goal for them, just to stop the momentum, to get their mojo back.
Yeah, I think that's his third goal from really that same spot. Look, it's kind of low angle, but it's close, and he's shooting well.
That's right.
Finally, some life in that Virginia Tech offense. Stops the bleeding a bit.
That's right. Kurt Stoddard wins the draw. Try to get the momentum back to Cal.
Yeah, Cal doing a good job at the face-off X. Responding. They get the ball back. They're taking a second to catch their breath. Don't think they'll breathe too long though. They like to go.
That's right. They want these other teams to run with them. They got a lot of athletes on this team that are fast. They want to test to see if their opponents can hang on.
Ooh.
Looks like number 6, Cam Lopez, winding up. Joined with Matt Keeney, Sean Tran, the second midfield line.
Here comes Lombardo. He's a sneaky good player. He's the type of guy gets every ground ball and then, will put up 4 points and no one even notices.
Picks up,
nice defensive play. He's got some speed, that long pole.
That's right. Looks like he's got a nose for the goal.
Call that a shot. Oh, they're calling that a shot, Cohen. That's going to stay with Virginia Tech.
I don't know about that, Eric.
Got to give it to the long pole. Uh-oh, here they come.
Oh, Nick Beattie. Point blank shot by Virginia Tech. Ball's on the ground in the offensive end. Great pickup by Jake Pistotnik.
Oh, that's a flag.
It's a loose ball. Not a loose ball. It's just a trip, it looks like.
It's like a 30-second penalty.
30-second technical. Cal's going to go back up a man. It all started with that big save from Nick Beattie on the other end.
Yeah, impressive run, though, by Virginia Tech defender Matt Fishner. Really just running past a few guys. Got a shot in the stat book there. Here comes Cal man up. Can bet they'll be queuing in on one guy, maybe number 16. Oh,
ooh, nice pick by the Virginia Tech deep hole. Just shut down the Cal man-up offense before they even get going.
So here's where the shot clock might come in. They have to clear it. They have 10 more seconds.
Ooh.
Oh, hospital pass. Look out.
That was a hospital pass. It was a really good slide. Number 14, Michael Bellis. Also in control. You know, you can get a penalty easily in that situation.
Yeah, it's a good, smart play.
Makes a smart play, make sure the ball gets on the ground, and Cal picks it up.
Oh, a little hidden ball trick.
Second one of the game. I don't think either one worked.
Oh.
That.
Oh, he's okay. He's okay.
It looked like
cramping up.
He's cramping up a little bit out there. That was a 20-yarder. But hey, if there's anyone today who could pull it off, it'd be him.
Yep.
Then with the night he's been having, shooting the ball.
Here comes Cook. He's sneaky.
So quick, so explosive.
Ooh, wow.
Quick inside roll. Didn't call a penalty. Ooh. Miles Rosberg catches it inside, not able to finish. Virginia Tech hustles to be closest to the ball.
Good look, though, for the Bears.
Was.
Miles Rosberg, nice cut. Grabbed it, just couldn't put it away. Got a 5-goal lead for the Bears, but Virginia Tech can score. They don't want to put their guard down too quickly.
Yeah, what do you look for as a defender in this situation? You're up 5.
I think, yeah, you got to play fundamental. I mean, don't do anything you haven't done all game, and just make sure you slide and make sure you clear the ball. I think that's big. Ball's on the ground, pick it up and clear it.
Virginia Tech taking a run against the Cal defensive midfielders. That's what they've been going after this afternoon. Credit to the Cal D-Miz. They've actually hung pretty strong, played good defense. Ooh. Virginia Tech attackman doesn't.
McAvoy all over that.
Yeah, he's aggressive.
He got it.
Turns the corner, gets it to Rusty McDonough.
Cool. I like McAvoy. I really do. He's a freshman. He's getting it done.
That's right. McDonough wants some. Ooh, bouncing shot. Lombardo going to try to pick up the GB. Fumbles it. It's going the other way. Ooh.
Surprised that's not staying with Cal. I thought that was a shot, but it looks like they're saying Lombardo knocked it out as a separate play from chasing the shot.
It's a close call. Hard one to make.
It's Cal Ride trying to
They want
clear. They have 5 seconds to clear.
They want the
3, 2, 1. Oh, just barely got it over.
That, it forces a long pass and ball's on the ground because of it. We'll see who comes up with it. These are the ground balls that win games. Ooh.
Oh, still loose.
Who's going to get it? And Nick Beatty, Cal goalkeeper, picks it up in his crease. Now Cal takes their turn at trying to clear against the Virginia Tech riding zone.
They
15, Rusty McDonough. Looks like he's got a little bit of a limp coming off.
Just 30 seconds left in this quarter. Cal might hold for last shot, or maybe Cook will go unexpectedly. We'll see what happens here.
Cook starting in his left, drives hard.
It's again just kind of going when the defense is sleepy.
That's right. Shoulder down,
It's opportunistic.
gets to a shooting angle and gets rid of it quickly. Put a couple goals in like that. It's Michael Bellis going to his left. Ooh, quick double by Virginia Tech.
Little stutter step.
What a catch by Dixon. Winds up.
Wow.
Worm burner, low to low.
Matt Dixon, what a play.
That was unbelievable goal. Start with the catch. He had no business catching that ball.
Wow.
Great.
A one-handed lefty grab low. Let's get a replay there.
We got it. So across the crease, can't see it from the replay. Dixon one-handed that.
A little
Winds up, goes low to low.
face dodge. Cal offense having a night.
Feeling it. You know, Matt Dixon, he's a do-it-all. He plays defense. He plays offense. He leads the team in ground balls after Kit Stoddard, the face-off man, and he's got moves.
Yeah.
Puts it in the back of the net.
He's that guy. You know, he was the one that killed the penalty, getting double, triple team, just protecting his stick and working. He's a workhorse.
Yeah, and you know, when Coach Webster was nominating Players of the Month for the first month of lacrosse, February, he put forward Matt Dixon, and you have an offense that puts up tons of goals, but he's just that anchor, that two-way player. Scores, plays defense, gets ground balls. It's so important.
Yeah, he's the guy that you want on your team. You know he has the ball. He's going to make the right play. He's going to work hard. He'll clear the ball. He'll do what needs to be done. Can't have enough guys like Dixon.
That's right. All right, Eric. Just wrapped up the third quarter. Cal 13, Virginia Tech 7. So, you know, not too big of a gap to come back from, especially in this game of lacrosse, and especially when you have the face-off unit that Virginia Tech has. But they're going to need to go on a run early.
Yeah, I mean, it's just a huge explosion of Cal offense in that quarter. Put up 6 goals in the quarter. And this is what Cal can do. We've seen this before, time and time again, just putting up 4, 5, 6 goals in a quarter, just explosive, and they'll just take control of a game like they have here. 15 goals a game is a lot of goals in a lacrosse game. It's hard to match that.
That's right. And, Eric, worth noting, Cal has 2 goals in the last 15 seconds of the quarter. And this is something we've seen all year.
Yep, they scored right before the halftime, too.
That's right. When you they're really good in these are smart players, and they're really good in low time situations, getting high percentage looks. And, credit to Coach Webster. He has these guys trained well. And he has plays that go-to plays for that end of quarter, end of half scenario.
Yeah, and these guys want it. I mean, you can see the tenacity, and with 10, 20 seconds left, they're like, we're gonna score. They just have this mentality. Here's a replay of that Pastotnik goal. Check that.
Looking at the wrong feed up here in the booth. Another battle on the face-off. Virginia Tech comes up with it.
Cohen, if Tech wants to get back into this, it's going to be at the face-off X. They're going to have to get this. They're going to have to clear it, get control. They still have had it a few times loose in the midfield. They got to hold on to it, get their offense going.
Yeah, and credit to the Cal defense. Since Virginia Tech went on that run midway through the second quarter, they've really tightened up. They've been playing team defense, sliding well. Good, solid man-to-man fundamental defense.
Yeah, just 1 goal given up in that last quarter.
And really since the last quarter and a half.
Yeah.
See if they continue to hold in this important fourth quarter. Good check. Number 11, Max Scott. Ooh.
Hung up from behind. Nice stick. Knocked down.
Number 4, Josh Chen. He's making some nice plays this evening.
Just 10 seconds on the shot clock. A bit of a force.
Ooh. Oh, man. That was an amazing shot. That's number 9 for Virginia Tech, finding the back of the net.
Wow.
Sullivan Warner, I have no idea how that went in. Getting some inspiration from Pastotnik on the other side. I did not.
I think it was tipped, and then it kind of squirted out behind.
He just catch and release, low to high. That is a snipe, ladies and gentlemen.
Some top.
Yeah, we got some shooters on the field today.
We sure do.
Man, what a treat. And they score that goal, they're within 5.
Yeah, it's striking distance. Definitely is.
Virginia Tech wins another face-off. This is how you do it, as you said, Eric.
See, again, they're getting the ball off the X, but then giving it up.
Yeah, that's a hard ride by Lombardo. These are attacking are feisty.
Yeah.
You can't let up for a second, or they're gonna be all over you.
Yeah, I mean, credit to Cal for not giving up and conceding once Virginia Tech gets the ball. But it's tough between the boxes there in the middle of the field. We'll see if Cal they might. Well, no, they're just gonna keep going for it.
Michael Bellis, little shake and bake, pulls up. Couldn't get it on net. Cal's going to hold on to the ball, though. We got Brandon Cook behind going to his left. He can go both directions, as we know.
I was going to say maybe Cal will spin it a few times here, but
nope.
Not for a second. They want to score.
Keep the tempo up. Matt Dixon finds the back of the net. The goalie gets a piece of it. Thought he had it, but Dixon gets his second goal of the afternoon.
Yeah, goalie was there. It just knocked through his stick.
Got the replay going. Dixon goes to his left. Rips it near side. That's one Matthew Herman, who's had a phenomenal evening and making great stops all evening. Would probably like to have back.
Cohen, check out the scoreboard. We have 38 shots for this Cal offense.
Wild.
That's compared to 18 for Virginia Tech.
Yeah, so
that's a lot of shots to look at as a goalie, and tough, hard shots too.
That's right. He's had a phenomenal evening for them. Really kept him in this one for the majority of the game.
Ground ball for Virginia Tech. We'll see if they can clear it. They've had trouble tonight doing so. It's a good patient clear there. Cone, Cal's got 14 goals against a team that gives up 6 per game.
Yeah, I mean it's what this team does. They're averaging 15 a game, and Virginia Tech's a great defense, but there's so many weapons on this offense here.
It's really fun to watch. Really, I mean, bit of a cross field huck over there. Comes the Cal defense swarming.
Ooh, wow! It's another goal for Virginia Tech. Noah Dewey.
Hey, they're not going away.
Yeah, credit to the Hokies. They're continuing to create offense, get on the scoreboard. So Dewey going hard to his right, puts his shoulder down
just
on a double team and
just the double
gets rid of it. Nick Beattie, I think, thought that was wide, but he was able to find the near pipe.
Yeah, Dewey's had a nice game. He's made some offense. Been working through those double teams, just like Capistani. Carved out a few goals tonight.
Yeah, it's at least Dewey's second, maybe even his third of the evening. Virginia Tech again wins the face-off, but again Lombardo in hot pursuit. Lombardo has just been all over this ride. You gotta love that.
Yeah, it's
as a head coach.
Yeah, and Lombardo does that. He's gonna work. Right, nothing's easy. Cal's just giving up nothing easy.
So now a transition opportunity for the Hokies. Ooh, the Gary Gate,
the crease
unable to convert, and Eric, that's a new tactic this year.
Yeah, they let you dive over into the crease as long as you release the ball before you hit the ground.
But it better go in, otherwise
That's right. Then you're in the crease and it's a turnover.
That's right. So if you dive in the crease, you can't dive at the goalie, and it's got to go in the net. Otherwise, it's going to be a crease violation, and the ball is going to go the other way, as we saw there. But you'll love to see the move.
Yeah, it enables one of the sweetest plays in lacrosse. So it's exciting to see that back in the game here.
Yeah. Cal's got their second line midfield on. Matt Keeney, Sean Tran, Cam Lopez. Lombardo dodging to his left.
Nice
Load a
save.
high shot. Sean Tran, like the shot, better save. Herman. Again, they're gonna make a comeback here. Face-offs, good goalie player, gonna have to anchor it.
Yeah, we got just under 10 minutes left. 5-goal game. See, Tech wants it here. Little isolation play.
It's good defense. Max Scott. Fumbled ball.
Cal's really, they're trying to get a long stick on. Or another.
Virginia Tech shoves it in the middle. Cal's there for a good, really nice check.
Here comes Cal. They might have
Rusty
some
McDonough
numbers.
going the other way. See if they push it.
Rusty likes going to the goal.
He pulls up, and you know, in a 14-9 game, when you're up 5, it's oftentimes smart to try to kill some clock. Although Cal turns the ball over.
Seems like Cal has no interest in killing clock, Cohen.
Yeah, that's why I'm in the booth.
Here comes Virginia Tech.
Going the other. Ooh, that is a hard shot. Got a lot of pipe there, sending the ball high into the air. Cal corrals it. Nick Beattie, the goalkeeper, looking to clear. Just to Josh Chen, floats it over all the way to Lombardo. Lombardo has a lane to the goal, but he wants to slow things down.
We'll see. Virginia Tech's going to have to start throwing some pressure on this Cal offense, which might be tough because Cal's just going to go to the goal, but they really do need to start disrupting as time starts ticking down. Look for, it's a little early, but you might see some double teams at X. Virginia Tech might pull their goalie. We'll see. I think it's still a little early for that. But, 5 goals is quite a deficit to crawl back out of with 7.5 left in the fourth quarter.
Michael Bellis going to his. Ooh, that looks like a push from behind. That's a
there's the flag.
Easy call.
Tech defender knows it.
Takes the long trot to the penalty box. So Cal gonna go up a man. 7:24.
46, Craig Kelleher, sophomore defender for Virginia Tech, will be spending some time in the box. Cal offense out there strategizing a bit on what to do here. They might want a timeout.
They do. Eric Romo calling the shots up here.
All right, Cohen, 14-9. Cal's got a man-up possession here. If they can put one in, it's gonna further their lead. It's getting it's getting out of reach slowly. You never know till the game.
Yeah, that's right. In lacrosse, you see runs happen all the time. You really do. Up a guy with 7.5 minutes left, and just with the offensive production they've had all evening and all season, this is a tough one for Virginia Tech to march back from.
Yeah. Hey, we got a shout out. We had the Cal Big Give, big fundraiser for the University of California. Cal Lacrosse specifically had over 90 donors, raised upwards of $70,000.
Amazing.
An absolutely incredible fundraising success for this program. So huge thank you to everyone who participated and donated. This is what's going to keep bringing this Cal program to where they are and where they want to be. So thank you to all the contributors and supporters across the globe.
That's right. That's alumni, parents, fans, the whole family members, the whole works. This program doesn't happen with that kind of support. So thanks to everyone out there in the Cal Lacrosse community for your support. Ooh. Number 2, Miles Rosberg takes a 12-yard shot. Nicely placed, but better saved by Matt Herman. He's good down low, Eric.
He is. All night he's been great.
So, quick turnover by Calvert. They get the ball back in the safe keeping of Brendan Cook. So they're still going to be up a guy, I think.
Yeah. It's got to be frustrating for this Virginia Tech coaching staff. They're getting stops, but they just can't clear the ball, and they're losing it in the middle of the field all night long. And I think that's been a big difference in this game.
Yeah.
Just giving Cal so many opportunities.
Pitch and catch. Number 12, Matt Dixon. That's a hat trick for Matt on the evening. They were up a guy. They love that little slot cut there. He put it right where it needed to be. It's a tough thing to stop as a goalie.
Just a little crease cut there.
Yeah.
Didn't find a lot of space, but just enough.
Just enough. Got his hands free. Got rid of the ball quickly. Matt's had a phenomenal game, and caps it off with a hat trick.
We got quite a few hat tricks in this high-scoring affair.
That's right. That's right.
Dixon, Postownik's got 2 hat tricks himself, and Cook for the Bears. Also Capistani for Virginia Tech.
Uh-oh. I'm hearing from the comment board that we've got the Virginia Tech goalie wrong this whole game, which I deeply apologize for. The jersey number is not correct on the field if that's the case. So apologies to the Virginia Tech faithful out there for getting the name wrong. All right, Virginia Tech looking to close this gap. Hard, ready, dodge, and they do it. Or at least they bring it 1 goal closer. That's number 14 for the Hokies, finding the back of the net. Gerard Marciano, senior midfielder. And he just hard, right, ready, dodge. No slide from Cal. Haven't seen that a lot this afternoon, but, just sort of sloppy team defense there. Marciano gets his hands free and puts it in the back of the net.
Game stayed at 5 goals. It seems like, Virginia Tech might get one, but Cal gets one, and struggled to close this 5-goal lead. After that third quarter, just explosion by Cal. Here's Kit Stoddard trying to get some of his own in there, knocking heads a bit. Big face-off man for Cal.
Right. Brendan Cook holding on to the ball. We got 5 minutes left to play. Cal likely looking to eat some clock, although he might make me bite my words.
Eat your words.
Yeah, eat my words. Haven't really slowed it down all game. Not sure why they'd start now.
That shot clock kind of changes things a bit, though. I mean, previously you would just sit on it and stall for a bit till the refs called a stall warning. Then you have to go to the goal. But
yeah, everyone in lacrosse has their own opinions on the shot clock. But it is nice to see the game sped up and not let people, especially at the end of games, just sit on the ball.
Yeah, Cone, I like it. I think it makes it a more exciting game. Increases pace of play, which they've been doing. Rule changes throughout the years to do so. I like it. Ooh.
That was Postotnik.
Man,
he's allowed to shoot from anywhere tonight.
That was a righty rip. I mean, he's scored, I think, most of his goals lefty, but that was a righty cannon.
He can go either way.
Yeah.
Just a shooter.
There's that. Cal throws it away for the shot clock violation.
That's right. That's right. Instead of trying to force something that could result in a turnover and a fast break the other way. They say we're going to get set up in our ride.
Yeah, it's
make
interesting.
them work for it.
Now Virginia Tech can come back. They have a chance.
Ooh, God,
Wow.
these guys.
Pistotnik's going back to the box.
Was going way offside. And, you know, you love the hustle. You love seeing that kind of riding hustle from the attackman. But you got to be heads up around the midline. That wasn't even close.
I think he just forgot where he was on the field.
That's right. It happens.
Thought he was playing face-off midi again. He's trying to make a play.
That's right. That's right. And so Virginia Tech's going to go up a man here. Here you can see the flag. Yeah, he was 5 yards offside. He loved the hustle, though.
That's right. See that Cal man down defense get tested once again. They did have a stop last time.
Defense has been buckling down.
Tech likes to bump it around.
Can't bump it around too much here.
Oh.
Ooh, God, number 4 finds the back of the net again. It's Noah Dewey. He's a sniper.
Yeah, he's really shot well. He's got that low to high, just ripper.
He
put it in
does.
the top corner.
You can't give him that much space, Eric.
Yeah.
You just can't.
Replay. I think it's just a nice little low to high.
Yeah, it is.
Pops the corner.
It's just a great shot. And he's one of their goal scorers, so you gotta always know where he is on the field. He's similar to Pistotnik for the Bears.
Yeah, he's got 3.5 goals per game.
So we got a 4-goal game here with 2 ticks under 3 minutes to play. So hey, game of streaks. See, this face-off is important.
Battle in there.
Virginia Tech wins it. We'll see who gets the ground ball, and Virginia Tech does.
Looks like they'll hold possession here. They've got to start forcing.
Ooh, they call a penalty. That's a tough call.
It's questionable.
I don't know about that, but
there's another. They might have a conduct as well.
Oh, you gotta keep your head at this point in the game.
I understand the frustration. I'm not sure if that was a penalty to start, but then to double down is a mistake. That's unreleasable.
No. This has actually been a well officiated game. At least from I'm not one to evaluate officials, but it's been a well called game. And they're close calls. I think that was one of them. And you get that penalty. You just gotta.
Yeah.
And when you got the lead late in the fourth quarter, you gotta just sort of walk to the box.
Right. Yep. It's a learning opportunity for sure. Because if that's a 1-goal game, it's very different.
All right, we're confirming from the Virginia Tech faithful that the goalie is Hunter LeClaire. Our apologies.
We've said the wrong name quite a bit. He's had a really nice game.
A nice game to LeClaire.
That's the sophomore goalie, Hunter LeClaire.
I'm not sure he's wearing the right jersey, but we apologize for the mistake all evening.
Hunter is from Stonewall Jackson High School, Manassas, Virginia.
I gotta say, Eric, I love seeing, as a Maryland native, I love seeing the Hokies come to town. I get to look at their roster and see a bunch of high schools that I recognize, some of which I played against. Fun.
Yeah, I love it.
Virginia Tech coming from Blacksburg, southwestern part of the state.
Good lacrosse out there, but the West Coast folks are coming up and have continued to come up. You get that year-round nice weather out here. Kids are starting younger and younger these days.
That's right.
I'm not so sure that the East Coast will be known as the lacrosse hotbed, for forever.
Coming from the boy from San Diego. Yeah, it's one of the fastest growing sports in the country. It's certainly growing like a rocket out here in California, and it helps when you got more schools, more of those Division I programs expanding westward with Denver and Utah now. it's probably only a matter of time before the Pac-12, some Pac-12 schools, Utah is a Pac-12 school, really started adopting it in earnest.
Yeah, it's an exciting time for lacrosse. MCLA, this keeps getting more and more competitive, though. It's a great league. Cal on the man down once again. Doing a good job killing some time. Bit of a force from Virginia Tech. It's a turnover.
It's a tough one. This is a long penalty if we saw it right. We don't have it on the scoreboard, but I think he had 2 penalties.
Yeah, and I think one of them's unreleasable, so that means if Virginia Tech scores, they stay man up.
Ooh, tries to thread the needle, and nice defensive play by the Virginia Tech LSM. Virginia Tech going the other way.
Man.
Nice transition, and it's a really good tipped ball by the Cal LSM. I'm not sure who got a piece of that.
Finn Mayer got
if he doesn't get
tip there.
Piece of that, it's a 1-on-none on the goalkeeper. So nice play by Finn. Yes, talking about Finn, got to give a shout out to the Cal parents. Finn's father, Brendan, probably tuning in right now. This program doesn't happen without the support of a lot of parents. Just want to give our due appreciation and respect for all the Cal parents out there who help make this program run. Couldn't do it without them, so thank you.
Yep, absolutely. Cal now 2-man down. Back to the old box action, trying to save your goalie from seeing a doorstop.
Oh, and forcing the turnover. Nice defense. It's led by Josh Chen, moving quickly and putting some pressure on them. He is jacked up on the sideline there.
Yeah, you get to stop 2-man down, you're fired up. That's not easy. Now let's see if they can clear two-man down.
Not easy. They're going for the old Gilman. They're going to land it. Oh, no, they didn't land it.
Close.
Man, that actually looked like it might have been a set play. So we got a minute left in the game.
Colin, unless we have some magic, we might have some.
Ooh, that goal was magical.
Wow.
Noah Dewey has had a heck of a half. And that was an athletic play by Noah to bring it within 3. Going to the replay. So it goes hard to his right.
Wow, I don't know how he snuck it in there.
That is sweet. Noah's got a good shot. He's got good hands. That's what it takes to pull a move off like that.
4 goals on the night. Keeping Tech in it. 3-goal game.
Yeah, that's right. It's easy to sort of, you're down 6 or whatever. It's easy to kind of let your foot off the gas and give up. But they've been battling back, and it's been led by Noah. He's had a really nice second half, really nice fourth quarter to be specific. It's an illegal procedure against Virginia Tech, so Cal's going to hold on to the ball, and looks like they'll probably kill some time, giving it to Matt Dixon. They love the ball in his hands at the end of games.
Yep, shot clock is out of play now. Looks like Cal's going to go on to win this game. They're going to go on to 9-0, undefeated on the season. Virginia Tech will fall to 4-3. That's a really good 4-3 team. They battled today, and I'm sure we'll be in the mix. Down the stretch.
Yeah, that's right. This was a battle. This was a battle. Cal their offense was able to really go on a run in the middle of this game and separate themselves. Good lacrosse game. We appreciate everyone tuning in. Especially those East Coasters. It's getting late on the West Coast. So, thanks to all the East Coasters for tuning in. Up next, Cal has Dominican. Should be a good intra-conference affair next Friday, March 22nd. I believe we have a live stream for that game.
Yes, we do.
And Dominican, Sonoma State, and Stanford. That's it left on their schedule before WCL playoffs. And you know that the Golden Bears have their eyes on a clean record going into the playoffs, and they're standing at 9-0 right now. Who do we got next for Virginia Tech? Pulling it up right now. It looks like they got George Washington back home in Maryland, Northeastern, and Oregon. So
that's 3 games. 3 days.
Yeah, that's right. So that's going to be a lot. Those are some, Oregon's a good opponent always. Northeastern, Michigan State after that. Michigan State's one of the top teams in the country. So Virginia Tech is a good team. They got a lot of lacrosse left this season, and I'd be surprised if we don't see them making some noise come playoff time in late April, early May. And with that, is that it for us, Eric?
I think that's it. Cohen, it's been an absolute pleasure.
Yeah, thanks for everyone for tuning in. Thanks to the folks at NorCal Sports TV, Skynet. This has been a fun broadcast, and we're going to get out of here. Hope everyone has a nice evening. Go Bears.
Go Bears.